This is Deborah Donato, Director of Communications and Marketing for Goodwill Industries of Southwest Florida. Today, I'm bringing you Inside Goodwill. Inside Goodwill, more than a store. Hey, it's Deborah Donato. I'm here with Sandra Plaza and Annette Watkins from our Goodwill MicroEnterprise Institute.
Thank you, Deborah. I am the Director of Community Education, and one of the programs that we oversee is the MicroEnterprise Institute. We started this program back in 2010, and so we are in our 12th year of offering it. We currently offer it in all the counties that we serve with all of our other services. So those are in Charlotte, Collier, Glades, Henry, and Lee County.
So when somebody wants to start a business, why would they want to go to MicroEnterprise?
So MicroEnterprise is a really neat program that will help aspiring entrepreneurs vet their business idea. Maybe they're passionate about something, but they don't know how to get started. Maybe they've been in business as well, because we help folks strengthen their business as well. So maybe we'll have participants that'll call us and say, I just got started, but I'm so lost. I don't know how to market my business. My pricing is off. So we invite those folks as well to come and take the class. We do have a target audience. We like to help those that are very low to moderate income individuals that have a passion for an idea. So we like to have a nice mixture in our classroom, about 70-30. It's also a really good opportunity for these folks to get to know each other. Oftentimes, the folks that have a little bit more experience help those that don't have a lot of experience. So it's a really nice mix, and they help each other and bounce ideas off of each other. The program initially is a 6-week program held Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 9 p.m. The goal of the class is for these folks to get the opportunity to complete a feasibility plan while working with the coach that mentors them throughout the 6 weeks. One of the really neat, unique things about this program is we invite guest speakers from the community. So we work with folks from the Small Business Development Center, we work with folks from SCORE, and we also work with professionals that are subject matter experts. They come into the classroom, they do about a 20 to 35 presentation on legal, on CPA, small business taxes, the things that they need to know as they get started. Some of the presenters we invite are business insurance folks. So all of these presenters do about a 30-35 minute presentation so the participants can gather the knowledge that they need in this industry so they can complete each segment of their plan. The goal of the class after 6 weeks is for these participants to have a completed feasibility plan with a year cash flow, and then they make the decision, am I a go or a no-go? Usually a go is folks that are ready to get started, they're really close to getting started. Those that say go maybe just need to lean back a little, do a little bit more research, find out what the capital is going to be like when they get started. But nonetheless, success in this program is somebody who either starts a business or realizes after the 6 week, I'm not ready yet to start a business, or maybe being an entrepreneur is something that I'm not ready yet for, so I'm going to grow within the position that I currently have. But at a later time, they can pick up that book again and figure out, maybe I'm ready now. So that's what the program is about, is to help people vet their business idea, make a really good decision moving forward before they go out and get a business tax receipt, get a lease on a place that may not be zoned for that. So we try to help people prevent these errors and prevent spending more than they need to, and really get the information from the program.
That's awesome. Annette, you're the newest member of MicroEnterprise. Tell us more about what you're doing and some of the great things that are coming up.
Well, we are looking at a lot of ways that we can serve our alumni and our existing students that are preparing for graduation. We've had an awful lot of interest in our e-commerce, so we are going to offer, hopefully before fall, a workshop that will be free of charge that has some e-commerce features such as Shopify, some tips for driving traffic through your website, and lots of other really great platforms that are out there to kind of just do a touch overview of those platforms and how they can participate in those platforms. We have several other workshops, probably at least 2 more that we'll offer as well. We're determining right now what the need is, and based on requests from students in our existing classes and our alumni of what types of things that we can put together that will serve them best, and our community too. It's open to the community to come in as well. So that's really exciting. We have our class is coming up on August the 22nd in Cape Coral. I believe it's the first time ever we're offering 5 veteran scholarships. We are delighted to offer this in the community. We we have had a great response to that, and we're just thrilled to serve those in our community that have served us and to offer this. We still have a few seats left for that class. We have our class coming up at Hodges University in Fort Myers. That is our Spanish class coming up in August as well. We also have a virtual class that's coming up. So we've had a lot of students that have requested something that will kind of work around their work needs and their childcare challenges that they might have and family obligations. So in response to that, we've created a virtual class, and we're delighted to offer that. We've had a great response to that to help the schedule.
Absolutely. The virtual class actually came about because of the pandemic. We noticed that it was, obviously the state was shut down for a couple of weeks, and so we had to really figure out how we're going to bring the program to them to continue to offer it, maybe not in the same capacity that we had prior to the pandemic, but at least offer a couple of classes, and we decided that we can do this virtually. And the need that we saw once we signed up was the folks from Glades County, the folks from Henry County that didn't have access to the classroom, but now offering virtual classes, we were able to fill up half or if not a third of our classes with folks that had not normally had an opportunity to join because we didn't have a facility near them. So what that showed us is virtual classes are needed. At least we'd like to have 1 or 2 classes on our schedule so that we can reach people that we normally would not be able to reach. Another thing that we noticed with virtual classes is technology was a really big need in the area, especially out in Henry Glades County. We noticed that a lot of folks, their technology was a little spotty, but we helped them kind of get through that. We helped them with some video and camera connectivity that they can put on their laptop. So it was a really good success having a virtual class, and we decided moving forward that we would like to at least have 1 class in our schedule where we can offer to all of the counties. And so we're going to be in our 2nd year of offering virtual classes.
That's great for those people who have transportation barriers, and even with the price of gas, you know, people who really are committed to wanting to launch the business of their dreams.
Absolutely.
You know,
and one of the reasons we had a young lady in one of our classes who had a very severe back injury. She's a web designer. So that fit really well for her. She didn't have to leave her home. She could stay there. She can learn the foundation of getting her business started. And once she got her business started, she still can do it right from her home. So it was another positive side of offering virtual classes for our community.
And going right back to our Goodwill mission of overcoming barriers.
Absolutely, and creating independence. That's one of the key things that we like to highlight when we talk about the program, is what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide them with a legacy for their children. We're trying to make sure that they have the tools and the resources and understand what's available to them in the community so they can get their businesses started, and of course complete a feasibility plan. That's really the biggest goal from the program.
So obviously, how many? We have over 500 graduates right now?
Actually, no, we have 983 graduates.
That's right.
And of those 983 graduates, we have over 500 of businesses that were started or strengthening since completing the class. A couple of businesses that you might be familiar with, a real popular one that people a lot is Wild About Popcorn. They're really neat in the fact that during the COVID, they were able to open up a 2nd location in downtown Fort Myers. We had another young lady, Tamu Cupcakery, that's the name of her business. Her name is Monica. She graduated in 2014 and started Tamu Cupcakery, started working from her home, then worked out through one of those salon suites where she was able for food businesses, and slowly but surely started growing her business and opened up her storefront in Cape Coral during the middle of the pandemic, and she is doing great. And so we have a couple of businesses. We have Wild About Popcorn, we have Tamu Cupcakery. One of our other oldest businesses, if you will, is Zerili Treats. Miss Barbara took that class back in 2012, and she's actually in her 6th or 5th year in business. So in other ways that we use our businesses is we often have events here at Goodwill Industries where we reach out to our businesses and say, would you like to be a vendor? Would you like to help us in our events, store openings, or our Festival of Trees, or any way that we can highlight their businesses throughout the year? We try to connect them with that as well.
And obviously we have our stores, and we have seen that there is an uptick in number of resellers that are out there wanting to become independent by using products from Goodwill that they find and flipping them online. And I know, Annette, you said you've heard from, just being in the industry,
Yes.
that's definitely a growing industry of people wanting to become resellers.
It really is. I just completed 2 site visits to some of the locations where we have some of our sellers, and just to reiterate to them and let them know that we're here to help them. We can help them if they are interested in licensing. That's something we can help them with. Maybe that's not, what they may want to expand. We do have one of our customers here that has inquired about an expansion. So we're here to help. They can take our MicroEnterprise class. We can do a feasibility plan with them and let them know that we can help them grow their business to an entirely different level. And just as a segue to that also, I'm super excited about some of the students we just recently had come out of our classes. We have a licensed Florida contractor who's doing commercial remodeling.
great.
We are so thrilled for him. We're just delighted. His business is up and running already. He's doing great. We have a photography studio that opened here locally in partnership with another one of our community partners. We're so excited for her to have her 100% female-owned business to open and to be thriving in our community already. And we have a lot of other really exciting businesses that are coming out of our existing classes, and we're super delighted about the numbers of those businesses that are coming in at this time, because we are in a record number of businesses, small businesses rather, that are being created in America. It is on a really large uptick. And a lot of these side hustle businesses are becoming larger, and they're legitimizing and becoming small businesses, storefronts, digital storefronts as well. That's really popular, our online community. So we're excited to be a part of that and
Absolutely.
to help and respond to this. And it's not just a national growth spurt, it's a growth spurt in our area as well. I mean, Lee County is historically at one of the highest levels of growth, and we're delighted to be a part of that as well, to see our community grow and to help get our businesses started in the community.
Absolutely, especially here in Southwest Florida, 89% of the businesses are micro enterprises, and what that means is it's 5 or less people running the business with the owner involved in the 5 or less. And it's a 35,000 startup or less, according to the SBA. So you'll see painters, you see contractors, you see cleaners, you see those folks that you have 2 or 3 people in their businesses. Those are micro enterprise people. Those are people that are hiring and helping our local economy. Spend the money here locally, help our local businesses grow, because that is where the economy, that's where the strength of the economy is here in Southwest Florida.
So if somebody wants to join and be part of MicroEnterprise and take a class, how do they get involved?
Many different ways. If they're visiting our retail stores and see our flyers, the first initial contact would be with Miss Annette. I'll let her continue on how she interviews our folks.
Once they contact our office, whether it's text or email or a phone call, we conduct a very brief interview to see what their needs are to start their business, and to really look at just an initial prospective feasibility of that initial plan with them. And we do an assessment of what their business idea is, what resources they might have, whether it's financial or family support, to help them realize the beginning portion of that, and to vet it out to make sure that they're going to commit to our classes. If they commit to this 12 session program, it's a really great way for them in a short period of time to be able to create this full feasibility plan for their business. And if they do their homework and they commit to these classes, it's very realistic this person could start their business.
Yeah, absolutely. So people call, they meet with Annette, and it kind of does a little quick interview, and then we go over the application. We want to make sure that they're really thinking about this industry. We want to make sure that they've had some thought process behind what they're trying to do, because that'll help them as they prepare for the class. So if we have somebody that's called and there's about 2 months before the next class starts, we ask them to start doing some research. We'll send them some links. We'll provide them some info so they can start preparing for what they're going to be doing in the class, what's going to be expected of them. So the more that they have a little bit of research under their belt, the better off they are in the classroom. So that's what we try to convey to them as we get them going.
And the classes are limited, so people need to act now.
Absolutely. We try to enroll maybe between 15 to 18 folks. So right now our Cape Coral class, we have a few seats left. So if you know someone who has a business idea, getting ready to start, maybe have not put all of their ducks in a row, please reach out to them, share with them, because friends don't let friends start a business without a plan. That's our tagline.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it. And, we look forward to seeing what else is coming up and new with MicroEnterprise.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Deborah. We appreciate the opportunity. Spread the word, folks. Thank you.